Hi, this is Jake from inRivers, and in this video we're going to take a look at the Syndicate app. So the Syndicate app is one of inRivers' functional apps, and this app allows you to take product information that you have available in inRivers and actually map that into a certain file or format that can then be shared with a distributor or uploaded to a marketplace, for example. Okay, so let's go into the Syndicate app. Okay, and what we can see here now on the screen are some existing syndications. So, for example, there is a syndication set up here to output a CSV file for Google Manufacturing Center, and one here for Amazon Vendor Central that's going to output Excel. So what I'm going to show you now is the process of creating a syndication from scratch. And the first process, or the first step in this process, is actually creating a mapping where we will map the information you have available in inRivers into a specific format and into a specific file. So we can see some existing mappings that we have created here for some of the biggest retailers and marketplaces. But what we're going to do is create a new mapping. So I'll just give that mapping a name. And then we select what type of file or what type of entity do we want to put in this file. So I'm going to select a product, but it could be that you select a parent and a child entity here. So you select product, and within that product, there are multiple SKUs or variations. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to select product. And we want to output products as well. So now I'm being prompted to select a format. I can select an existing format to base this mapping off, but I'm actually going to create a new format. Okay, so I have to give this format a name. And we can also link an image to this mapping by uploading a URL in this field here. I then need to take the format file that I want to use, so that contains all of the specific columns and fields that need to be populated. I'm going to take the file which I have here, and then I'll drag and drop that into the area here. Okay, so now this takes me to the interface where I need to actually create the mapping. So here on the right are the fields that are within the file. And on the left here are all of the fields that I have available in inRivers. So I wanted to select the relevant fields and map them to the correct places, okay, between inRivers and the output file. We also have a automatic function here, this map automatically, which will best fit using some AI of what fields from inRivers will fit against the fields in the file. So I'm going to use that. And we can see that that's mapped these particular fields. If we need to add any specific, if we need to rearrange these, you can overwrite this. But if I just want to drag some fields in here, I can do so. Okay. We also have some functions as well. So these functions can manipulate the data in different kinds of ways. So if I give the example of concatenate, so perhaps you need to output a unique field, which is a combination of two specific fields, maybe let's say product ID and product range number. If you combine those two fields together with a specific separator in between, that could be something that's required by the marketplace or by the retailer that you're uploading the file to. So you have the functionality to do so. These custom functions as well, these can also be built. So if you have any specific needs around the way you output your data or manage that data, you can do so, and these can be configured and built. So I'm actually quite happy with the mapping I have here now. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Okay, so the mapping's been saved. And if I go back to the Syndicate app now, I'm going to create a new syndication and apply the mapping I've just created to that syndication. Okay, so name. Okay, now I'm being asked what assortment of products or what selection of products do I want to syndicate. So this accesses your work areas. So you can store the products that you want to syndicate in work areas, and then they're available to add to your syndications. So I'm just going to select this one here, Power Tools. And then which mapping do I want to use as part of the syndication? So the syndication consists of an assortment, which you access for a work area, and a mapping. So if we take a look at the bottom now, we should see the mapping that we've just created, mapping 2. And then what kind of file do we want to output? So is it JSON, CSV, XML, or Excel? You output any kind of file type you need. I'm just going to select XML in this case. Okay, and then here is my new syndication. Okay, so I can see it is accessing the work area Power Tools to syndicate. It's using mapping 2, which we've just created, and we're outputting XML. So as soon as I hit this play button and run this, that will then output the file. So then that file can then be taken and uploaded into the designated area. To take this a step further, we could also integrate this. So if this was going to a marketplace, for example, we could integrate through the API, and as soon as you hit run, that would then output the file into the channel or to the market.